Yesterday, I felt like procrastinating, and I need to get small things done every day, send out a newsletter, record a video, or whatever I'm doing, and I didn't really feel like doing anything. And this is a task that I've kind of been putting off for several weeks, and I've forgotten that I can actually let it go and let it be in my body and dissolve it. So in this video, I want to share with you what I did yesterday, and you can follow along, pick something that you've been procrastinating on, maybe pick a smaller thing so you can practice and see what happens, because bigger things usually take more time. You need to let them dissolve. It's like there are more layers to them instead of a small thing that can be gotten rid of quite fast. So what I did yesterday is, first I thought about the task I needed to get done. It was a technical thing. I needed to upload something. And yeah, when I had it in mind, I immediately noticed this feeling in my body where it was kind of like anxiety, you could say, or restriction is a better word. It was almost as if I wanted to push that task away. I didn't want to do anything with it. So the first thing I did was notice this restriction in my body. Maybe you close your eyes or whatever you need to do to get in touch with the feeling. So I thought about the task, then I noticed the feeling, and I just let it be in my body. I let it take over my body, because what we usually do is try to contain our feelings or to not let them take over because we're afraid. So what I did was let it take over. So if it was in my chest somewhere here, then I just let it expand into my whole body. So it's kind of like I welcomed it into my house. And when I let it flow freely like that, it eventually runs out of steam. So I just let it be there. I noticed it, I watched it, I was aware of it, and I opened myself to it. Another way you could put it is that I relaxed into it. I dove into it, you could say. Whatever helps you is the right thing. So the key is that you're not pushing away the emotion, you're letting it in, letting it expand. So once I did that, I noticed relief, and then what usually happens is that when I release a part of something like this or welcome it and it dissolves, I notice there's more energy available now, and my perspective may shift right away, and I may start noticing, okay, this task isn't so bad. My mind starts noticing ways that I can get it done. So instead of, oh, I want to avoid this, it becomes, how could we get it done? So I start getting images in my head about what steps I can take. But I wasn't content to leave it there. What I did then was to ask myself, what are the benefits of not doing this? Why don't I want to do this? So I just kept diving deeper and deeper into the problem. And to be honest, there wasn't that much to be discovered, because it was such a small task, it wasn't very significant. But I kept asking, what are the benefits of not doing this? So what came up for me was, I just want to be comfortable. I don't want to do this. It's not something I want to do. So even though I'm doing something I love, there are still tasks that I don't want to do. So even if you are in a job, this will be helpful for you, because even if you're doing work you love, there will still be tasks you don't want to do. And it's helpful to welcome and notice and be aware of the emotions and resistance that you come across, because when you can dissolve something or let go of something, you free up energy to do that task and to kind of enjoy it or be neutral about it. So I just noticed that I didn't want to do it. I wanted to just relax and be comfortable or whatever is going on. So I again noticed that feeling, and it was again in my chest here, and again, I did the same thing. I let that feeling take over. I let it be there. Another way you can put this is that You can love the feeling, which is again just a way of opening yourself up to the feeling and letting the feeling flow freely, to notice what's going on in the feeling and to just feel it fully instead of running away or resisting it or whatever is going on. So I kept doing this. I did this maybe once, 2 or 3 times, and then I just noticed all this energy to actually get the task done, because it wasn't a big deal after all. And this is, as I mentioned earlier, something that often happens when I release things. My perspective shifts, I notice things from a different viewpoint, and that's usually what happens when you let go of stuck energy. So this is my way of overcoming procrastination when I don't forget to actually do it, because it's easy to forget all of these things, and it's easy to just fall into life and keep doing your thing, keep resisting and struggling and all that. So play with this and find your own way of really feeling your feelings fully and letting things go. And this isn't a new technique or new method by any means. It's an ancient technique because it's really meditation, and it's about letting whatever is be. Not resisting what is, but just simply being in the present moment. Because when you are in the present moment, everything flows freely, or semi-freely, because you can be present with resistance as well. But that's something we'll talk about in another video. I hope you enjoyed this little technique or method. It certainly works for me, and if you have any questions, you know what to do. And remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.